Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, listen, listen. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan and you know what I suggest. And listen, man, I definitely suggest that you tap in. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Listen, you already know, time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, getting to that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency at all times, my G's. At all times. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But always keep that in the front of your mental Rolodex. Big salute to all my day one subscribers, all my day one investors, everybody that's tapped into the channel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's locked into the channel. You know what I'm saying? Big salute. Hold on. You know, you already know we growing organically. We growing organically, and we definitely taking this thing to the top, man. We're well over 21,000 subscribers. You know, we approaching 30,000. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, but big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's investing time and energy into the channel. Even bigger salute to all the newcomers, all the new subscribers, all the new people, all the new investors that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, making your way to the Realest channel on YouTube. You understand? Yeah. You in the right place. You have made your way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Big salute to all the new investors for beating the algorithm, beating the shadow band, and making your way to Grown Man Business TV. Now, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Big salute to the chat. You know, we're going to get some more people in here. We're going to talk about this. But like I said, you got to understand something. We growing organically, man. And I know it sounds cliche when I say organically. I know it sounds cliche. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to know something. One thing for sure, two things for certain. It's the most important part of the puzzle when it comes to this YouTube thing. It's one of the most important pieces, the organically part. And anybody that's in tune with Grown Man Business TV know I've been saying that since day one. You hear anybody talk about growing their channel organically, you know where they got it from. You understand? And that organic part means not skipping any steps. You know, building your channel from the ground up, figuring out what lane you want to be in, carving out a lane for the real and staying in it and making sure you the only one in your own lane. Not coat ride, not riding the coattails of any of these other YouTubers before you get your name up. You understand? Not trying to, ride this chat or ride that chat or ride this situation and ride that situation before you get your respect up in these streets. You got to know something. These YouTube streets is just like the real streets. Homie, you was who you was before you got here. Only God could judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone. Listen, that was powerful when I first heard it. You was who you was before you got to these YouTube streets. You understand? So I apply the same method. I want to sit back. I want to observe. I want to see what's going on in these YouTube streets. And we're going to talk about this. And after I build up my respect in these YouTube streets, now I'm going to start rubbing shoulders. Now I'm going to start doing business. Now we can start, conversing. After I build up my respect, I got to build up my name first. And me personally, the number was 20,000. I already told myself, listen, man, once you hit 20,000 subscribers, now you can step out into these YouTube streets. You can start mingling. You can start doing business, because nobody can say that they built you up. Nobody can say that they had anything to do with your success. Nobody can say that they are the reason that you are who you are in these YouTube streets. And I'm proud of that. I'm the only YouTuber that you don't hear no other YouTuber taking claim and taking credit for the success. Nobody. You got to understand something. That's exactly what's going to happen when you in these YouTube streets. It might not be happening right now, but soon as you get big enough, soon as your voice gets loud enough, somebody's going to come out of the darkness and say, I'm the reason you are who you are. Do you remember when you was in my chat? Do you remember when you was saying X, Y, and Z and you was praising my channel? Now you big. Now you got some success and you need to pay homage. See, I'm the only one. Now let's talk about this, man. We really about to dig into this situation. Big salute to the chat. All in Alkaline Lifestyle. Big salute to you. You already know. It's a late night live stream. So I'm not expecting, you know, the full gang to be in here. But I already know that everybody that don't make it is going to double back and they're going to watch this live stream. Big salute to y'all. And, you know, I was just telling grown man business. Had to cook cook for the family. Make sure everybody's situated. Make sure everything is situated. Make sure everything is nice and neat. And here we are. Now I'm going to give y'all some attention. And I'm going to give y'all my perspective and my thoughts on the situation. Now, Hassan, Campbell, and Serious Jones. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. You see what we about to talk about. MJ, I see you in the building. Big salute. You see what we about to get into. Hassan, Campbell, and Serious Jones had a back and forth recently, and I've been getting a lot of people asking my thoughts on that, asking my perspective on that. I haven't really had time to address it. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to take my time with it because I didn't see the live stream. What I did see is I was watching Harlem Legend. Big salute to Harlem Legend. I was tapped into Harlem Legend recently, and he was doing a breakdown of the live stream. And I got to see a little bit of it, but I didn't get the full context because I didn't watch the live stream. Now, it was something that happened on Harlem Legends channel that alarmed me. It was red flags all over the field. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't stop thinking about it. It really burned into my mental Rolodex, and it really gave me the full green light to know that I was gonna have to speak on this, and I was gonna have to get some more context and get y'all thoughts on this situation, on how I had to really sit with it. Exactly. All in alkaline. Exactly. Exactly. And I can see that in you. We definitely, you know, elaborate on that. But I can see that in you. That's what separate. That's why I said it ain't no other female wrenches in my chat. I don't know about other chats. I don't watch nobody's situation like that. But in my chat, you got to really be one of them ones to be able to get a wrench as a female in grown man business chat. You really got to do this in real life, homie, before you come to these YouTube streets. And we're going to talk more about that in the live chat tonight. But yeah, I saw something that happened in Harlem Legends live chat that kind of threw me off. It surprised the hell out of me. I ain't going to lie. I wasn't expecting it. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Now, first and foremost, I want to throw this out there. We already know I rock with Haas, you know. Me and Haas done had words already on social media behind closed doors. I spoke to Haas in social media on doing content. I done been on panels with Hassan Campbell, 050 The Movement. I done had words. Me and him done spoke. So it is no hate. There is no shots being thrown at Hassan Campbell. But I'm gonna talk about that as well. We're gonna talk about a couple of different things tonight before I get out of here. Late night live chat. Big salute to whoever's going to be tapped in. 32 people in the chat. Make sure you have already hit the live and hit the like button and hit the subscribe and all of that. Make sure you do that. So Hassan Campbell and Serious Jones was going back and forth. You got a battle rapper and you got a content creator going back and forth. You know, you got to understand something, that a lot of these rap artists, a lot of these battle rappers, a lot of these music industry people are starting to lean more towards content creating because the money is drying up over there. I told y'all a long time ago, my voice was more powerful than CNN. It's more powerful than Fox News. It's more powerful than DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God playing butt tag every day. I told y'all this a long time ago because I seen the vision. I saw this coming. I knew that YouTube, this app, content creating in the whole, was a new portal in the industry. And I made my mind up a long time ago to use this portal and not get seduced by the things that come with the industry. To stay grounded, stay Grown Man Business TV, deliver the message, and dwell within this industry. But I saw it coming a long time ago. Pause. And now these rappers and these battle rappers, they making their way this way. And Hassan Campbell, Serious Jones, they had a back and forth. Now, first and foremost, I gotta say, I agree with Hassan Campbell all the way up to a certain point, and we're gonna talk about that. Like, everything he was saying was beautiful. It was just magic. You're not gonna come into this sector. You're not gonna come into this app. You're not gonna step into this content creating thing and think that because you a battle rapper or you a rapper, or you a music dude or whatever you are, that you bigger than us. But then at the same time try to start a podcast, or at the same time try to start some type of platform where you giving the same. Come on, homie. We see that. We see it a mile away, and we gonna stand on business. So I really respected what was happening behind the whole Hassan Campbell thing, where Serious Jones, he said some things out of pocket. At least everybody felt like it was out of pocket. And content creators backed up Hassan Campbell, and we said, nah, homie, you watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. I want to kind of give y'all some context to what I'm talking about. So just open, let's listen to Haas and listen what's going on just real quick.
I seen Hassan Campbell blog, and you said I don't watch that creep. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like, where is this? Did he diss you before?
Realistically, by even describing and why would he give this person more light, which I don't want to do. I don't think that's the type of black man that should
be giving him light. He will be giving you light at this point. Let's keep it all the way real. Let's stop playing. Let's not even pour.
First of all, that's weird. All right. So we're not going to have a competition between me and a blogger. Like, this is
you dissed him.
That's correct.
I didn't diss him.
Now let's you and a blogger, homie. I'm not even at the highest level, and trust me, my live streams, the business and the content that I'm doing, the numbers, they ain't matching up. Your numbers ain't adding up, homie, and I'm not, trust me. So when it come to Hassan Campbell, you gotta know y'all ain't even on the same level. You got it confused, but let's let Haas talk. Cook Haas. Haas was cooking.
If there was a competition between you and the bloggers, see, this is why your egos and your head's too big. First and foremost, yeah, the bloggers make more than you battle rappers.
We do.
The bloggers make way more than you battle rappers, but I'm gonna let you keep on talking.
Yeah, we do, homie.
Listen, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
That is not the frequency and the vibrations that I be on. That when I see people like that, there's a reason why niggas getting shot and you a blogger. Why you getting shot? Because you're out running your mouth, talking crazy about people, talking about look at the things he says. He just had a whole thing on his thing talking about his mom, talking about tell his mom the SSD and all. That's what I mean. If that's
first and foremost, don't never put lies in my mouth. You watching chopped up videos. You ain't never seen me invite my mother to my private part. Stop lying, nigga. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. That's for one. For two, your head is too big. But I'm gonna let you talk some more.
Pause.
Before I get on to you.
Pause, Haas. I'm gonna say pause for you.
I saw it. It went viral. The clip.
You said his head too big. That's pause, homie.
The fuck?
I'm gonna keep it real. So I have no clue.
Some crazy, weird, pedophile type of shit.
I have no clue. I have not watched that Bible clip you're talking about.
Pedophile, bro. Like, what the, like, come on.
He's a pedophile. What are you talking? Where that come from? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? People, Cash. I can't go.
Pedophile from what?
Don't quote me on it, but I think he has a.
All right, let's stop right there. Now, serious, like I said, it gets wicked though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just follow me on this. So he called Haas a pedo, right? Haas ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? And you know, nasty work. I will say absolutely nasty work, but it's levels to this. And We're gonna talk about the levels. We're gonna talk about the levels to this because he called Haas a pedo. You know what I mean? And everybody, even myself, was like, you know, when I seen this on Harlem Legend, I didn't see, but when I went back and I watched the whole live, because before I spoke on it, I watched the whole live stream. And I said to myself, like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's wicked when you call a man that word. And a lot of people is getting that Serious Jones because they feel like he's putting a jacket on Hassan Campbell that don't fit him. You know, it's like calling somebody a rat that's really not a rat, or you don't have no proof that they're a rat. You understand? Like Tax Stone is a rat, man. I read the letter. That's a rat right there. Simple and plain. But you can't really call a man a rat until you have tangible evidence. Tangible. A lot of people wasn't feeling Serious Jones for the situation, and at the time I wasn't feeling Serious Jones for the situation either. But the more I deep dived into the, you know, what's going on, I don't agree with Serious Jones, but I gotta say something. I understand where that came from, and I need to talk to Hassan Campbell. So let's talk about this, you know. Let's talk about this. Hassan Campbell came onto YouTube and he said a lot of things, homie. He said a lot of things. Some things I agree with, some things I don't. That's cool. But since he been on YouTube, he said a lot. I'll just say that. And unless you are a fan of Hassan, or unless you are highly familiar with his content, because you already know this is Grown Man Business TV, I'm going to articulate myself on a certain level. I'm going to make sure that I say what I need to say and get my point across without doubling back and, no, I meant to say this. I don't like people that say, I can't stand that. That's a pet peeve of mine. You get to talking and then we get to questioning what you saying and you say, oh, no, I meant to say this. Well, why you didn't say what you meant as soon as you said it? Why you didn't mean what you say and say what you mean as soon as you said it? So I'm just real big on that. Even if you're not a fan of Hassan Campbell, you would have to be highly, you know, aware of his content for you to be able to put two and two together that he's not that person, a pedo, what Serious Jones called him. So when you get aware with Hassan Campbell's content and you understand that you dealing with another content creator that's going to say a lot of information on this web, not understanding that some things I don't feel like you should say. I know it's your life. I know you've been through certain things, but I feel like certain situations you shouldn't even speak on. And that's where Serious Jones is coming from. And I'm going to give you the full context. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. And this is just a different situation. You know, this is content that I'm going to put out there for people to double back and listen to. Hit that like button, man. Tap your screen twice. And I came on kind of late, so I'm not expecting 1 million people in the chat. But I know this, you know, people are going to come back and they're going to watch this. We got to cut Serious Jones some slack. He called Hassan pedo. And Haas is highly upset about that. And he feels like he deserves an apology. But I'm here to say, nah, Haas, you don't really deserve an apology from Serious Jones. What you do deserve is a chance to explain and elaborate on why he called you that. So let's go into why he called Hassan Campbell that word a pedo. All right. So let's get into this. All right. Salute to the chat, man. 91 people in the chat. Y'all in the Realest channel. Salute. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Here we go. Listen to this.
Joe's telling the truth, though. Like, I'm just telling y'all what it is.
Why the fuck am I sitting here looking up Hassan Campbell to see if he's a pedophile? What the hell are you talking about? Why would I be wasting my time doing that shit, bro? That's weirdo shit. That's weirdo shit.
It's weird to want to know if someone you're watching touches children, Caps.
Bro,
It's weird for you to get up there and you don't have a child, never saw a child make a complaint, never saw a parent make a complaint, never saw a police report, but you carrying this shit. And see, the bad part about it is, it's niggas that's failing on YouTube, that's been on YouTube before I've been on YouTube, that started pushing these allegations out of jealousy, taking little snippets. What I said was clear as day. When I was a child, I touched other children. Who in the chat never played house?
I never played house. Like what?
Chat, if you played house when you was a child, +1 in the comment section. When I was a child, I touched other children because I was being touched.
Bro,
It's they act like they care about what I had to say about Africa being black.
Hey yo.
So when people start chopping shit up, this is
weirdo shit.
This is the thanks I get for being a man. I was the
Hold on. That threw me off so much. Hold on.
Bro, it's weird for you to get up there.
Okay, listen.
And you don't have a child. Never saw a child make a complaint. Never saw a parent make a complaint. Never saw a police report. But you carrying this shit. And see, the bad part about it is, it's niggas that's failing on YouTube, that's been on YouTube before I've been on YouTube, that started pushing these allegations out of jealousy, taking little snippets. What I said was clear as day. When I was a child, I touched other children. Who in the chat never played house? Has there anybody in the chat, if you played house when you was a child, +1 in the comment section? When I was a child, I touched other children because I...
All right. Salute. 111 people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? 111 people in the chat. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Run the likes up, man. I don't, you know, say stop. Hit the like button. Tap your screen twice. Now, I ain't gonna lie, right? If I wasn't aware of Hassan Campbell's situation and I wasn't aware of his content to the fullest extent, and I heard a clipping of him saying that, I would have thought the same thing, bro. So being as though this is Grown Man Business TV, this, you know what I'm saying? This is not like, I really want to, you know, dissect this situation and you know, because again, like, you know, you gotta, so you touch children when you was a child. I never heard that. I rock with Haas. I never heard him say this, but I never knew this part of the situation. I thought that Bam Bada did what he did to him. He said Bam Bada thied him. He said that. I'm only repeating what he's saying. I ain't gonna make no fun. That's zip. I ain't gonna make no fun of this shit. He said Bam Bada did those things to him. But I didn't know that as a child, you was touching other children, homie. So let's talk about that. That was the red flags. That where I stopped at. I heard that part on Harlem Legend. Soon as I heard that part, I sat with this shit for like 5 or 10 minutes. And I said, let me go and find this live and watch the whole live. Cause maybe I'm hearing this shit wrong. Maybe something ain't connecting with what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a very good listener. You know, I articulate very well. I comprehend very well. Comprehension skills is on next level. So I know how to shut up and listen. You know what I mean? And what I heard Hassan say, Hassan Campbell, right here, this guy. What I heard him say is that when he was a child, he sexually touched other children. Because the reason is because he was touched. So in this particular situation, I'm gonna talk slow, B. Like, I want to talk slow. I don't want to joke. I really want to make sure that we are all understanding what's going on. That Hassan Campbell said that. What'd he say? Hold on. I don't want to put words in your mouth, B. I ain't gonna lie. I pause. I don't make sure.
On YouTube, that's been on YouTube before I've been on YouTube, that started pushing these allegations out of jealousy, taking little snippets. What I said was clear as day. When I was a child, I touched other children. Who in the chat never played house? Has there anybody in the chat, if you played house when you was a child, +1?
All right, let me stop that right there. Okay, all in alkaline lifestyle. I appreciate that because I'm okay. So let's break that part down. I played house. We all played house. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was the mom, somebody was the dad. You might try to like emulate what you think the mom and the dad does. I get that part. Sometimes it might could get sexual. You might could kiss, but nobody that ever played house says that they touch children as a child. That shit don't. That's not. That's two of the. That's not the same thing. You understand? So is that what he's saying? Is he saying that? Because why would he say that he touched other? Why he just ain't say, "Yo, I play house"? And if as kids you played house, why the fuck does that even need to be brought up? We all played house before. Little girls and shit. They had the little Barbie house with the kitchen and all that. Playing house didn't necessarily mean a sexual situation. Like sometimes the little girl would cook you breakfast and shit like she was the mother or something. You know what I'm saying? Or she would play like, I'm gonna wash your clothes or some shit. And that's playing house don't mean sexual. So, and if that's what you was just doing, playing house, that means two kids was mutually playing house. Like one was the dad, one was the mom. We gonna act like the dad and the mom, and sometimes we see the dad and the mom kiss. We gonna do that. But he said he said he touched kids as a child. I don't know why that shit don't make sense to me and it don't sit right with me. I don't know that right there would make anybody think that you, because you got to know something. Just because you was a child, if you was sexually touching another child in an inappropriate manner without them, like, I don't know how that would go, but then that could do, as a child, you would be like a child predator. Be like, just because you a child, because that's what I'm want to ask next. Like he said, he was a child and he did it because he was touched. Listen, I didn't play house with children because I was touched. I was never touched, but I did play house. So why would you being touched inappropriately have what that got to do with you playing house? Am I crazy? I'm gonna make sure I engage with the chat. I just want to make sure I'm not losing. Nah, that's crazy. Sound a bit more. You know what I'm saying? He said that shit sound wild, B. That part made me have to dig because at first I was with everybody else. Yo, nigga. Hey, Serious Jones, nigga, watch your mouth, B. You don't need to be over here. I'm gonna back up the sector. I'm gonna back up YouTube. I'm backing up content creators, nigga. You a battle rapper. And I don't even remember the last time I heard you battle, nigga. I'm an old head. So I remember when Serious Jones was a factor in battle rap, and that shit was a long time ago. I was a young dude when you was a factor. You ain't even have a bid. I don't talk about niggas bids, but that shit ain't even your thing. Like you shouldn't even have that. You look like weird. And then they said that Serious Jones actually got weird cases itself. So it's weird for you as a dude with weird cases to be approaching and talking about another man that don't got weird cases, but he did say this wild shit out his mouth. And so I kind of understand, like, yo, Hassan Campbell, this is Grown Man Business TV talking to you, my G. You need to explain certain things. You come to YouTube and you tell us what happened to you, but you don't never really go in depth on why these things are. You gotta, as a man, you have to give us an explanation, homie. You don't get to just, we not gonna feel sorry. You gotta really be a man, homie, and talk to this shit. As a child, you was touching other children because you was being molested, being touched. That ain't got nothing to do with playing house, homie. You was doing what you thought was being done to you was wrong. You was doing that as a child. So you gotta address that, man. Cause even a child, nigga, I walk in a room and I see a child, a kid. doing some inappropriate sexual type of actions to another child, I'm putting belt to ass. It ain't gonna be no, oh, they was playing house, X, Y, and Z. Nigga, I might liable to stomp you out as a child. Tell your parents, yo, this is what I said. I might record you first and then stomp you. Something gotta happen, right? So you can't say playing house and you did what you did because you was being violated in the same sentence. Either you was playing house or you was emulating something that was being done to you because you was a victim, respectfully, and you was emulating that on other children. So you got to really pick a side, homie, and you got to be very precise about what you're saying from this point on. I never knew that part. I thought Bambaataa just was doing I thought Bambaataa was doing what Bambaataa was doing, but you saying this, so you telling me it's some children out there or it's some grown adults out there that you violated when you was a child because you was being violated, and we don't know who these kids is. We don't know what their future was. We don't know how that affected them, what you was doing to them. So this channel was Grown Man Business TV. It's not one of them channels where you're going to be able to slot that. Donald Trump couldn't even get that bullshit past me the other day. Donald Trump, a billionaire, he couldn't even get that bullshit past me. My last video, 23,000, because I exposed Donald Trump and the whole, come on, homie. So now I'm trying to figure out where you fall in the mix at. And I'm saying that we got to get Serious Jones out the bunch. We gotta give him a pass because you done put, you saying that as a child. So Serious Jones was somewhere and he heard a clip of you saying this. I didn't know, I never heard a clip of you saying you touched children when you was a child. I never heard a clip of you saying anything about playing house with other children. I never knew that this shit happened. Me personally, I didn't know that. So I can only imagine Serious Jones rolling through YouTube one day and you drunk, high, whatever you be on, when you be on that shit you on, talking about touching children when you was a children and not understanding how the word pedo could come to his mind and be associated with you, Hassan Campbell. So when he heard your name being spoke, he instantly got disgusted and was like, hell nah, nigga. Fuck, you don't know about that dude? I don't think it's because he jealous of you. I don't think it got nothing to do with like content creating. I think that just like any other casual YouTuber, he was strolling through YouTube. He heard your silly ass say this shit right here, what you just said.
In the comment section, when I was a child, I touched other children because I was being touched. When I was a child, not an adult.
But this is the thing, what I'm trying to understand, Haas, and I need you to understand. It don't matter if you was a fucking child or adult, homie. Touching children inappropriately, even if you was a child, ain't no excuse for that. So now we need to address that. Hassan Campbell, who was the little kids that you was touching when you was a child? Who are they? These is questions nobody's asking. Who are those children? How did their life turn out? Because imagine if one of us find out who these children is. Not find out. Imagine if one of these children come out and say, I used to be at Hassan Campbell house and he used to do X, Y, and Z to me when he was a child. And because of that, I was mentally unstable and I went to jail and I killed somebody and I did crime in the street because, you know, I was so damaged by what this other little child was doing to me. Imagine that shit. Imagine if that ever happened. B. Imagine how that'll make you look. Imagine what that'll do to you. You can't be charged because you was a child, you was an adult. Cool. But just imagine if one of these, who was these children that you was doing that with? Have you ever said, Anybody, has he ever said that? I'm gonna read the chat. Salute all in alkaline lifestyle, because I know you rock with Haas just like I rock with Haas. So I'm just, as a grown man, asking these questions. I just feel like I never knew that part. I never knew that Haas did that. And if I did know that, I would have been asked these questions. Well, who was those children, homie? It's really a gray area, different circumstances. I'm a day one YouTube, a day one on Haas, on YouTube Haas. My very first video I saw, it was a video with Sinetta. So 5 years. I listened, questioned, then became to understand. Okay, so you understand. So you can give me better better insight on what that is then, all in. Because again, like I said, if you was a child, I just didn't know that. I've been tapped into Hassan Campbell for a long, but I guess I missed certain things. I never knew that part. Nigga, you touch children as a child? Well, who the fuck is these children then? Those children deserve a voice too, right? The same way you had a voice with Bambaataa, and the same way you said that Bambaataa, I don't even like saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Haas already said what the nigga did. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I never even knew that shit was possible. Like, I never heard that before. Died. I never heard that. A nigga died me. So I don't even like to say it because it just sounds wild to me, right? But because Bambaataa did that to you when you was a child, don't you think that these children, first off, how many kids was it? I just got so many questions, bro, when it come to that part, and that part alone. It was a lot said in this live chat. I watched the whole hour. It's like 2 hours. I watched the whole shit. And the only thing I could think about was that part out of everything that was said. It's like, you got to give Sirius Jones a pass, man. He didn't look like it was malicious. He didn't look like fuck Hassan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, da 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 da. He didn't it was just like, he was saying like, yo, you ain't see them clips? So imagine a motherfucker heard Hassan say this.
So when people start chopping shit up, this is never played house. Has there anybody in the chat, if you played house when you was a child, +1 in the comment section? When I was a child, I touched other children because I was being touched. When I was a child, not an adult. So
all right, and I could okay, all in alkaline lifestyle. That's another reason why I always say I'm very precise, but I don't expect other people to be like that. I just know I am, right? So in this clip right here, he said he touched other children. That would mean plural, right? Children, plural. If he said he touched a child, then that would mean one. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to look too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? But as a grown man, that's why I said I wouldn't mind having a conversation with Haas. He could come on my platform and we could like a respectful conversation, because I'm just I don't even like the word curious, but that's what I am when it comes to like what he's saying. Like, damn, homie, like, because I never went through that, right? So I just feel like Haas could really be valuable to a lot of kids and children that went through that. And then he could say, yo, I even was so damaged as a child that I was doing that to another child. Then who was that other child of one child? He said children. So that lead me to believe that it's more than one. But he said, but you saying it was just one. All right, because I know you locked in. I roll with one. So who, I think Haas need to, bro, you got to know something, right? This lead all the way back to when I say organically. I really take a lot of pride in building this platform organically. And I done said a lot of shit on this platform. Even in the beginning, before I really knew what I was doing, I would go at people and just go at them. But I always felt inside like, bro, like, I ain't never been through nothing what Hassan been through. But like criminal activity, things that we have done being as though we are products of our environments, things that I've been into, I never felt the need to just jump out there and just give niggas detail about certain robberies and certain things that I was doing, because this ain't the place for that. Zippy, that's what me and him kind of, nigga, just say you got a body. You ain't got to go. You went into detail on how you got that body, and now that's where I started looking at, I can't fuck with Zippy. You shot homie in the back of the head, blew his head off, snuck up behind him when he wasn't looking and he was playing dice and shot him in the back of the head. Nigga, that's whole shit. Like, I can't respect that. And I just think these dudes get up here, they talk. The Uncle Wood master, okay, while he and his sister was in the room respectfully, because he talks about all his past in his first video. All right, and I know it's deep, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, again, too, like, just like you saying, all in alkaline lifestyle, like, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But Haas is a wealth of education. He's a wealth of information when it comes to these type of situations. And I think that a lot of people, I know me personally, it was just like Charleston White in the beginning, where I was like, this guy has a message. He's been through some shit I never been through. Cause I know about the Africa Bambaataa situation. So even now I was like, damn, like when he go into detail about going to that apartment, you know, how would be other little kids in there, and he would, you know, the vast, like all that shit. I was like, man, this is like a movie, dog. This is some shit I never experienced. Great, luckily, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if that is the case, right, then Haas, you got a lot to talk about. You got a lot of knowledge. You got a lot of information that you need to be telling us about. We don't need to hear nothing else about like no doomsday bunkers. Nigga, like you should have like a non-profit program that help, like, you know, abuse kids and shit. Like, you should be so much more powerful on this YouTube than what you are. If you telling me you went through stuff like that, what I'm reading, and then I'm hearing you say this shit, and I ain't supposed to look at you sideways or like judge you or like question you, because that's what I ain't gonna judge you, because I ain't no judge. But Charlie P, what it do? As a man, I want to question you about this shit. Like, nigga, and this is the thing, right? I'm being very particular about the words that I'm choosing when I'm even talking about this situation, and it ain't my situation. This is Hassan Campbell's situation, and even with his situation, I'm being very particular. And Haas just throwing words around. He just saying shit. Children, nigga, that mean plural. So you shouldn't have said children. You know what I'm saying? You should have said a child. You shouldn't have said nothing about playing house if you was doing it because you got violated. You should have just said you did it because you got violated. Playing house ain't got nothing to do with it. You confusing the situation, and why wouldn't a dude like Serious Jones just put you in that category if you ain't even choosing your words correctly as a man, homie? Yeah. I'm talking about the whole situation with Serious Jones, man, because it get deep, it get wicked. And it was like, you know, I agree with everything Haas was saying until that part. And I was like, damn. And even Harlem Legend, Harlem Legend was on there talking mash. You got to know something, right? Harlem Legend was on it. Salute the Harlem Legend, right? Harlem Legend was on his platform. He was talking mad crazy to Serious Jones. Like, Serious Jones threatened Harlem Legend and everything. He told him, yo, nigga, like you might go, you gonna do some shit you can't come back from. He told Harlem was like, F you, nigga, like this, whoop, whoop. Nigga, this my platform, nigga. We content create. He was riding for Haas. And then Haas said this shit right here, B, and even Harlem Legend was like, what? Like, everybody stop, yo. It stopped.
YouTube, that's been on YouTube before I've been on YouTube, that started pushing these allegations out of jealousy, taking little snippets. What I said was clear as day. When I was a child, I touched other children. Who in the chat never played house? Has there anybody in the chat, if you played house when you was a child, +1 in the comment
We
section.
all played house
When I was
before.
a child, I touched other children because I was being touched when I was a child, not an adult.
All right, but we all played house, but we wasn't touch. Nigga, that shit ain't, this shit ain't right, B. Something is right there. It's not adding up, son. That shit is wrong. We all play house. I agree with that right there. But the other part, nigga, I don't know nothing. What the fuck? What? Hey, so exactly, all in alkaline. Exactly. Why would you think anybody would take that shit how you want them to take it, and you not even taking the time to articulate yourself in a proper manner, homie? That's some shit you need to slow down. You need to get your words together. See, I always say this about these YouTubers, and I ain't just talking about Haas, I'm just talking about YouTubers in general. Like, it ain't about who said it first, bro. It's about who said it right. It don't matter if it's a trending topic or not. It don't matter if this shit just happened. Just make sure you say it right the first time. I was raised like that under real men that'll be ready to smack you in your mouth. Talk when you start talking about, oh, I ain't mean it like that. That shit start a whole fight, man. Because the man is expecting you to say what you mean and mean what you say. You shouldn't have to say sorry. You shouldn't have to double back and say, oh, I meant it like this. You shouldn't really have to say none of that. And every now and then, you might get a pass. Every now and then. But 9 times out of 10, you need to be saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And you said you was touching children. So you didn't mean that. All right, we're going to give you a pass. You didn't mean that. You meant you was touching a child. Well, who was that child? Was it your sister? I mean, you gotta really, like, yo, you gotta be careful with this shit. And you gotta play this YouTube shit. It ain't worth it. 400,000 subscribers ain't worth it if you, I mean, Haas was getting some big checks. Haas was getting some big checks, B. 40,000 a month, 20, 30, 50, $60,000 checks. I get it. But after those checks run out, after that money run out, after you not monetized no more, that content still circulated the globe 30 times. That content still been in my phone, his phone, they phone. We all heard you say this shit. You could have made $20 million. A nigga gonna be wondering what you was talking about when you said you was touching children as a child. What was you doing? You was playing house? Or what kind of house was you playing? How far? What the fuck was you doing? So I just wanted to kind of like throw that out there. I'm not going to spend a whole live just talking about that directly, but that is what threw me off with what Haas was talking about, homie. Stop. Stop, bro. I'm begging you, homie. I'm begging you to stop. I'm begging you to stop, homie. Stop, man. And I'm going to be honest. I'm talking about the whole situation, bro. Stop, bro. The whole Bambaataa shit, we already heard it. Either you gonna smoke Bambaataa or you not. If you not gonna smoke Bambaataa, you need to stop that shit, bro. You need to let it go. It's nothing what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna tell you why I believe it's still a topic of discussion about and you're not gonna get nowhere about that shit because you didn't I'm being honest. As a grown man, you supposed to stood on grown man business. What Bambaataa did to you is worthy of Bambaataa getting touched and not throwing your life away or going to jail behind it because you had opportunities to do something to Bambaataa. You was a grown man and you was around Bambaataa. And it's only right that grown men act like you was a grown man, you was doing, you was in a car with Bambaataa. You was committing crimes with you said, I saw the live where you said that Bambaataa was an accomplice to a murder. Like, you was in the car with this nigga and you had guns and you committed a murder, but you didn't do nothing to Bambaataa. You didn't shoot him in the leg. You didn't shoot him in the back. You didn't shoot you ain't shoot his pinky toe off. You ain't shoot his kneecap out. You ain't smack him in his mouth with the gun and tell him this is for all that shit you was doing when I was a child. I ain't gonna kill you, but smack your fucking teeth out. Swell up your eye, give you a black eye. You didn't do nothing to this dude. That's what haunts you every day. That's what make you go crazy. That's what make you feel like you ain't get your get back. That's what make you cry. That's what hurt you. Because all the shit he did to you that was wrong, I say it was wrong. If you would have blew his kneecaps out and made that nigga handicap, you would feel a lot better today. You would be able to, trust me, you still have trauma for what he did to you. But then you would know, you would have the memory like that nigga can't even walk without a cane because I blew his kneecaps out. That nigga's in a wheelchair. He can't even walk. And you will feel better. You will be able to go about your day, but you didn't stand on business. A lot of the times being a man ain't getting money. It's about, are you gonna die and kill about this shit? You touch my daughter, nigga, you play with my family, nigga. I don't wanna go to jail. I'ma try to do it smart, but I'ma do it. Look, I'm too young right now, nigga. You taking advantage of my innocence and all that, whatever the situation was, cause I don't like I ain't joking. I ain't zip with the drip. I ain't making fun of this shit. Whatever reason why you was going over there and he was manipulating the situation with a child, that nigga, I might not be able to get you right now, but now I'm 32. Now I'm 32. I'm in the car with you. I just caught a body in the street, killed something, and I'm in the car with you with a hot gun on my waist. Yeah. Fuck the Zulu Nation, homie. I'ma give you one. I might not smoke your boots, cause you know what? But I'ma smoke your kneecap, nigga. I'ma put this hot shit in you. I'ma make you feel this hot shit real. And now if you survive, you survive. Cool. But you will always know, you will always remember that yeah, that little homie I was violating came back. I thought he was my homie. I thought he forgot. I thought he forgave me and he shot me 3, 4, 5. Yeah, nigga. You didn't do that. Because the more you talk about Africa Bambaataa, the more you say shit like this, now we starting to look past Bambaataa. We starting to wonder, where's that little kid or them children that you say you was touching, bro? That shit is out of line if you was a child or not. That might be something you need to make right. You might need to reach out to them people and say, yo, when I was a kid, I know I did this and I was wrong, but I was manipulated and I was violated. And you might want to make peace with them, with whoever that is you talking about. I'm surprised that person ain't came out and said, yo, yeah, I'm the person he talking about. One thing for sure, two things for certain, in this sector that we in, because I'm gonna talk about this, you know, it's millions of different sectors on YouTube. You got mukbang sectors, you got Asian, you got K-pop, you got gaming sectors. In all these different sectors, bro, you got a community of people that make content within those sectors. Nobody created this sector. Somebody just gave it a name, you know, the dirty section or, you know, whatever this sector is, the urban section, whatever you want to call this, what we dwelling in. The algorithm made the sector. The algorithm sets up the sectors. You know, niggas just name the sectors. So I'm the one in the sector that, you know, I'm grown man business, homie. This is big dog shit. Yeah, I'ma laugh, I'ma joke, I'ma talk my talk. We gonna do what we do, but you gotta know the name is the name for a reason. I don't know, man. That's what I think they call it, man. I'm not sure. I think that's what they call it. This shit sound crazy because there ain't nothing dirty over here, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like urban. It's niggas, you know, Black YouTube. I like that name better, Charlie P. Black YouTube. You know, it's tribal with this YouTube thing. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got the gamers, right? You got gamers and you got, you know, T Grizzly is a gamer. He makes gaming content, right? And I'm sure it's a lot of gamers that say, yeah, this nigga was a rapper. He coming into our world and he trying to, you know, it's going to be tribal conflict and it's going to be, you know, it just is what it is. Hassan is one of the biggest YouTubers in this sector in Black YouTube. Hassan Campbell ring bells. That nigga got 500,000 subscribers. I watch Hassan Campbell bust open 40, 30, $60,000 in cash at his prime on his YouTube shit. You gotta know we was all watching. This nigga went from ashy to classy, real fast. This nigga went from, this nigga Hassan Campbell went from wearing Africa Bambaataa beads to buying big gold chains and links and shit like this. I don't know if they real or not, but the motherfuckers look real. This nigga went from having nothing to buying exotic dogs, exotic fish. Yo, you want me to give you some real game? And I know niggas be hating on Haas when it come to this. That nigga backyard is a 6-figure backyard. I know y'all niggas don't understand zip with the drip. Y'all don't know nothing about landscaping. Y'all niggas don't own no property. Y'all look at that shit and be like, oh, your little backyard. That ain't no little backyard, homie. That shit costs about $150,000, $160,000. That ain't no fucking, that ain't no walk in the park. Them trees and shit he got back there, that shit costs mad paper. I know I own property. We watch Hassan Campbell go from struggling and crying on YouTube to busting down $60,000 and $50,000 checks a month, nigga. I watched him do it. Respectfully. So I don't never want nobody to get it confused that I'm not playing on his name. This is him. He's him, homie. He's fucking him. Anytime I see his backyard, I be like, I know you don't understand what you looking at. When you see the little pond and shit, you see the koi fish back there, you be like, oh, that nigga got a little, I would have put a pool back there. Nah, nigga, that shit right there is about 140,000. Fucking right. Somebody like me that got $120,000 spa in my backyard and all that, I can respect that. Real gonna respect real. Game gonna respect game. I see that shit and I salute it, nigga. Those trees, he got like 40 trees. Yo, yo, look in the back of his backyard and shit. It's these tall, like, pine trees. They look like pine trees, but they like tall green trees, and they right beside each other, and they outline it. Them shits cost mad paper. And he got like 40 of them shits. He got like 40 of those trees all in his backyard. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at. I'm telling you. A motherfucker, my pool, 125,000. My spa, yeah. So when I know I'm looking at this nigga's backyard, you got to understand what you looking at, B. Shit is not a game. I watch Hassan Campbell go from ashy to classy. So it's the utmost respect when it come to that. But, the things he's saying, bro, I got to be, somebody that's coming up in this sector, somebody that's growing this channel, somebody that's a name that people like Star from the Star Report and these dudes these other dudes recognize in the sector. They already, my work done crossed their desk. I'm just one of the ones that's gonna keep it 100 with you. Respectfully, nigga. Stop talking about that shit. Yeah, I think it's, and it ain't, you need a nonprofit. You need to go to the next level and start helping these young children and becoming a pillar in your community that's helping these young children that been through what you've been through, helping these grown men that been through what you've been through. The same dudes that you say, they killers because they've been through what you've been through. You should be helping them. You should be giving them an outlet. You should be using your channel and your platform to give them a voice in the world, to expose. You could do like Chris Hansen. You could be like, yo, you could start a whole How to Catch a Predator channel, and your shit'll be, you want to go to the next level. You want to wonder why you still at 400,000, 500,000 subscribers and you can't get to the next level is because you ain't elevated, nigga. You should be the internet Chris Hansen. I'm trying to give you some free game with this shit. You should be the dude that's exposing predators. Nigga, you should be able to show us 1,000 videos and show us 1,000 different predators that you got off the street, nigga, because you Hassan Campbell. You either scared to elevate or you don't want to elevate, and you use that shit to get where you at. That's why you ain't gonna get, you gotta, to get to the next level, you gotta elevate, nigga. No more fun and games with this shit. No more talking about Bambada thigh in your ass and all that. I don't like that shit. No more talking about that. Fuck it. You ain't gonna do nothing to Bambada. Let him live, nigga. I would have smoked his boots a long time. That nigga, boy, what? I would have smoked his boots and already did my 20 years and been home by now. 15 years and been home. I would have got a lawyer and then claimed that I went insane. That I lost it, I blacked out because he used to do X, Y, and Z. And then I would have got out in 5 to 10 years. I would have blew his whole top off. That nigga would have been spaghetti by now, me personally. But you chose not to do that. So you should now leave that alone. And I know it's hard to hear that shit. I know you don't want to hear that. Salute to the chat. I'm not going to go too much longer on this, but I just felt like it needed to be said. Big salute to Sirius Jones, man. I feel like, yo, when I watch that video more and more, I just feel like Sirius Jones got dealt a bad hand. Homie was looking like, man, you don't know what the fuck Hassan Campbell be saying on YouTube? That nigga's a predator. Hey, salute to the chat. Hold on real quick. Hold on, B. Hold on real quick. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Hold on. That's Hassan Campbell, nigga. It was like, what? And they say, that's Hassan Campbell, nigga. That nigga, man, nah, nigga. He like, what you talking about, B? He like, nigga, that's Hassan Campbell. How you don't know about Hassan Campbell? He like, nah, what you talking about? He like, nigga, that nigga's a predator, nigga. That nigga's a pedo, nigga. He like, oh, why you say that? He like, you don't know. He like, nigga, you ain't do your research on Hassan Campbell? He like, nigga, Hassan Campbell is no good, B. And Hassan Campbell asking, like, why is he saying this thing? Hassan Campbell is saying, you know, Hassan Campbell. Salute to the chat, V. Yo, Hassan Campbell saying, why you say that? That nigga Sirius Jones was looking like, what we talking about? This a real thing. Like, Sirius Jones was looking like, bro, is you serious? Niggas was acting like Sirius Jones said some shit out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he did too, because I was going to do a whole video just getting at them rappers, getting at them battle rappers. I was going to do a whole video just talking to them, because I'm like, yo, I fuck with Haas, B. Talking, call this nigga. And I'm looking at his face, and I'm saying to myself, like, this shit ain't malicious. I can tell when somebody being malicious. He ain't being malicious. He just heard you say some shit like this, and he just like, you know, he got dealt a bad hand, man. We got to give him a pass on that. You know, he don't gotta apologize, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was him, I probably would have said the same thing, like, yo, Hassan Campbell, you don't know about Hassan Campbell? Man, shit, I ain't, nah, nigga, what you mean? Yo, you ain't seen what he been saying? Nah. Nigga, you should did your research on Hassan, man. Hassan said he be doing what he said he be doing. Now you gotta come to YouTube, you gotta do a whole live stream. It got 51,000 views, so I'm sure a lot of people saw it. And you gotta explain, no, I was a cat. Man, you shouldn't even have to explain that. MJ, what it do? Big salute to Haas, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. Haas got one of the illest stories I ever heard in my motherfucking life, bro. You could get a motion picture, bro. You could make millions of dollars, B, if you just go to the next level with this shit and stop doing this. Yo, bro, do you know what Paramount would pay you? Do you know what 50 Cent would pay you to sell your story of Africa Bambaataa, bro, and sell that to them? You will be, man, you won't have, man, bro. And it's not, it ain't too late. You could really do this shit right now. I'm a businessman. And you know, I was talking earlier when I was talking to China Bremen, I was saying, bro, you need to like trademark Digital Hollywood. I could have, real shit, I would I could have traded marked that shit. You would have tried to go do it. I'd have made you pay me $10,000 to get the fucking trademark because I trademarked it already. It sounds digital Hollywood sounds like that. And I'm saying like I could be like Hassan Campbell's manager or something. I could be like his manager. I manage this nigga into about $50 million and then I get like a certain percentage out of that. A whole season of Power. This shit would be Haas, you think it's small, my G. Word to my dad, homie. You think it's small. Word to my dead dad, man. Word to my pops, nigga. You think it too small, man. You need, man, you got the wrong people. Oh, but this nigga will be a fucking star, nigga. Not mind you, they're gonna have to reenact the shit that happened with Africa, but not with you though. You're gonna get an actor that look just like you. Look at a fucking actor that look just like you, son. Little nigga look just like Hassan Campbell, nigga. Word to my dad, there's a bunch of niggas out there that look just like you. Yeah, all I need is 15%. Adrian, you feel me? I get it. Yo, I'll put a suit on. I get in that shit. I talk this nigga in this 50 million. Yeah. Power's dead. Power's about to be done. 50 looking for the neck. Nigga, Africa band. Nigga, surviving Africa band would fucking be this. I'm talking this shit would be like, yo. Okay, we can't use Africa Bambaataa name because he gonna sue. I surviving the Zulu. We ain't gonna put the nation in there because somebody probably own that name. Surviving the Zulu. Deep in the Zulu, nigga. That we'll find a name for this shit. And but as soon as, and trust what I'm telling you, word to my pops. Soon as Hassan Campbell character walk in, bro, you think the fucking whole world ain't gonna be looking. When we see a little young Hassan Campbell in the 5 years old, he ain't met Zulu yet. He just in Bronx River. Man, this shit would be catastrophic. Salute. Yeah, I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? I know he that's what I'm saying. I know he goes through a lot. But even I'm gonna say this, all in alkaline lifestyle. As a man, right? And that's why I can appreciate what you do and what you say, because you are a female, and I could just, I could just tell that you what you are. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna do what women do, which is nurture. So that's what you kind of doing right now, where you saying like, you giving me the excuse, not the excuses, but you giving him. That's why I love word. We gonna use the right words. You're not giving me the excuses, but you giving me the reasoning. You giving me the correct reasoning on why he might be moving how he moving, acting how he acting. But that's another reason this channel called Grown Man Business, because it get to a certain point where as a young boy or a young man, your mama can't help you no more. I know it sound crazy, it's harsh. Because all she gonna do is nurture you. All she gonna do is give you the reasoning and nurturing you and giving the reasoning for your actions in this cold fucking world. It don't mix. That's where your daddy come in at. That's where if you ain't got a daddy, your uncle come in at. That's where if you ain't got an uncle, it is somebody that's on Grown Man Business that's gonna see you and say, yo, homie, hold on, man. Slow down, mom. I know you want to protect your son, but he need to hear this. And he need to hear this from a man. Hey, nigga, this what it is and this what it ain't. The world, let me tell you something that I told my nephew recently. And he called me the other day and he said, man, thanks so much, Unc. I really appreciate what you said. It made so much sense and I needed that. He graduated recently from high school, and I told him, yo, you 18 now. In the world, you considered a man. One thing for sure, two things for certain. The world don't care what you've been through once you become a man. The world, I'm not saying me, I'm not saying your peoples, I'm not saying that your mom, you know, your auntie, you know, our family is going to, but I'm talking about as far as the world, whatever you've been through as a child, the world don't give a fuck because now you a man. And I just think somebody need to tell Hassan that, hey, homie, we know what Bambaataa did to you as a child. And it was so fucked up what Bambaataa did to you that the universe set you up for to get the payback. You didn't take the payback. The universe said, don't worry, you've been through a lot. We're going to put you in a car with Bambaataa when you turn 32 years old, and we're going to put a gun in the car. Oh, and it's not just going to be any gun. It's going to be a hot gun because you done already shot somebody and killed them. So now you got the hot gun, you got Bambaataa in the car, and you got the mentality of murder because you just, these is just what Hassan done said that I heard him say. You murdered somebody and you got in the car with, so now the stars have aligned. You got a gun. You in an enclosed area, real tight enclosed area with a man that did nasty things to you. You just killed somebody, so you got the mentality of murder. You got all reasoning to fucking do something and you didn't do it. So now that you didn't do it, and this is well after 18, but I'm saying now that you didn't do it, you got to know that, because he always says this, nobody cares about nobody cares. It's not that we don't care, because maybe we do, but the world don't give a fuck. And once you know that, once you can comprehend that, once you take that information, you ingest it into your body, you think about it, you comprehend it, you understand it, and you go back out in the world, it makes a monster out of you. This grown man business shit sound good. I make it sound good. But you as a woman, you could never understand what it take to fill these shoes as a man. Knowing that nobody don't give a fuck about your feelings. Get your ass up and go to work. Nobody don't give a fuck how you feel. Get your ass up, go produce resources, and then you figure out how to get past your emotions, nigga. You expect us to give a fuck? You better go pay the bills, nigga. That's why I respect Haas. He found the lane where this nigga he's doing this shit. That's why I ain't talking. I'm just saying, in the real world, nobody cares. The only thing that people care about: dogs, cats, women, and children. Those are the only things, the life sources, that's the only ones that get that type of care. Men, that's why I like Charleston White. The shit he say is real, bro. Hassan Campbell, you looking for your flowers right now. You looking for help right now. Is not coming, my G. You only gonna get respected when you lay your ass down in that casket. And that's when people gonna say, Hassan Campbell was a good dude. Hassan Campbell was this. Hassan, now we gonna give you your flowers. Men, we don't get our flowers while we still living, nigga. That's why this is Grown Man Business TV. That's why I respect All In Alkaline Lifestyle. The only female wrench in the chat is because you got to understand something, homie. This grown man shit is only for grown men. That's why I put little homie in his place the other night, because this grown man shit is only built for grown men, nigga. Toast to that. There is no equality. Nigga, you can't understand what it... The only thing I give women is that y'all actually push out a big-ass baby out your... Until you see a woman push a baby out of pussy, you don't really respect them on no level that we on. I don't even worry about the head coming out. When you see those broad-ass shoulders come out that that thing down there, that's when as a man you say, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I was wrong. You know what? You know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. When you see that motherfucking epidural needle they about to shove in her spinal cord, this shit the long as your leg. Oh, oh. Listen to me. Listen, I want to apologize for the last 21 years of my life where I didn't never know that you pushed. I never seen it. I'm sorry. You deserve a certain amount of respect. It's big. The head ain't nothing. Wait till you see them broad ass shoulders push out that motherfucking tunnel. Woo! If I was a woman, I'm telling you, if I was a woman and I ever seen a childbirth, I'm not having no motherfucking babies. God already know. Yeah, grown man business TV, make him a grown man. We already know what we gonna put him down there for. He need to be on man business, because if we put him down there as a woman, we not gonna have, it's gonna be no goddamn babies walking around. So, and I got sidetracked because that shit right there changed me, bro. Ain't no equality. I can't be a woman, and you damn sure can't do what I'm doing as a man, but I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure, two things for certain. I can't, them shoulders, you think, if he got the head big already, pause. Imagine when them shoulders slide out that motherfucker. That what I won't prepared for. I'm talking about, I'm gonna leave this at that, because this is wild shit. Listen to me. When I watch my son be born, it really took me about 6 months to get back in groove of like how that coochie supposed to look, and that shit look like a car wreck. When that baby come out that thing, and after the baby come out, and you cut the umbilical cord, and everybody they cleaning the baby up, and you and your girl, your wife, she just sitting there like, oh, and you saying, okay, everything good, and then you look at that motherfucking car wreck of a vagina. It looked like a fucking hole. It looked like a gun wound. It looked like a motherfucker took a shotgun and shot that. Boom! It took me about 6 months to just get my mind back right, as far as like, it fucked me up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So my point is saying all that is to say, nobody cares about Hassan. I'm telling you, B, I don't know, you older than me. You supposed to know this. You supposed to have accepted this. You on YouTube and saying nobody give a fuck. You supposed to did something up. You supposed to did something, and you supposed to be telling us stories what you did to that man. We ain't got them stories. You need to let that go. Reach out to me, Haas. We had conversations on Instagram before. We had back and forths. You should hire me as your manager, homie. I'm ready to get you to the next level. I'm ready to get you 50 to 100 million, nigga. I'll have 50 Cent so captivated about this next series, man. I'm talking Netflix, Hulu, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking the real fucking deal, nigga. The creator of hip-hop, one of the pillars of hip-hop. I'm talking the Africa Bambaataa story. Woo! Oh, we can't use Africa Bambaataa name? Okay. The Bambaatas, okay. The Zulu. Oh, the Zulu nation. Surviving the Zulu. Because we could say Zulu, that's some African shit. Maybe we can't say Zulu nation, but we can say Surviving the Zulu on Hulu. Woo! Bro, I'm telling you, think I get you 50 M's, nigga. Change your life, nigga. Premiering July 28th. The Hassan Campbell story. Surviving the Zulu on Hulu. Don't that sound so right? Don't that sound good, nigga? And I know he's sensitive, so I ain't trying to make fun of this shit. I'm just saying, like, you know, that part right there should make you smile, nigga. That should make you happy. That should make you feel a certain way when you say, oh shit, damn GMB, you said that, what? Nigga, we gonna sell it to Hulu. If Netflix wanna get in on it, cool, but we gonna take it to new heights and we gonna put this on Hulu, and we gonna tell Hulu, y'all falling behind. Y'all need these series on your shit. Let's try it out. We got the Zulu Nation. We gonna expose the whole Zulu Nation and we gonna make it exclusive to Hulu. Surviving the Zulu exclusively on Hulu. You think that shit won't do numbers? Motherfucking Surviving the Zulu. You think Hassan Campbell story. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Big salute to the yo. That shit give me the giggles, nigga. Yo, Haas, my motherfucking palms is itching right now, nigga. I get to talking about, I get that money shit. Oh, wee. Look at that booty. Put your ass on the moon, nigga. Put your motherfucking ass on Haas. I put your fucking ass on the moon, son. Word to my dad, nigga. You put you on the moon, son. Have your ass on the next fucking level, nigga. I have you on the next level, nigga. Me, Grown Man Business TV. Fuck is niggas talking about? I put you on the moon, B. Take you to the next level, man. $100 million, man. Change your life, nigga. I need 15% of that. Change your fucking life. After we do that, after we do the Zulu, we gonna do the book. The Zulu you'll be a bestseller, best-selling author, New York City, guaranteed, nigga, guaranteed. You captivated the world, Hassan Campbell. You captivated the world. Now it's time to take it to the next level. With your words, homie, you made hundreds of millions. You said you made $1 million. You made hundreds of thousands of dollars off YouTube, off your gift of gab, off of you talking. Imagine when we take this shit to Hulu. Imagine that. God damn. Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you do know my slogan and you do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I'm going to give you that dope straight off the brick, right into the bottles. Listen, you come here to Grown Man Business TV, the realest channel on YouTube, to get that dope straight off the bricks into the bottles. Raw, pure, uncut. I wasn't expecting this video to do crazy numbers. We a couple thousand in. All in alkaline lifestyle. Big salute to you. You already know I appreciate you for to the moon and back. I really feel good about that. I feel good about how I articulated that. I feel good about how I addressed it, because I definitely wanted to address it sensitively and respectfully to Hassan Campbell. And then I wanted to give up some game at the end just to make sure he know, nigga, I ain't just talking. I'm not one of the dudes that's just talking at you. I got solutions for this. I really got a solution, nigga. I can make this, bro. We can do this. The real solution. And I feel good about that. So I appreciate that super chat all in. Haas is and also I wanted to make sure I let the people know that anybody that's watching this, to let the people know that, Haas is not nothing to play with when it come to this YouTube. That dude is him. That's Hassan Campbell, nigga. I watched this nigga bust down 40 racks one time. Cash, word to everything, son. I think I was just monetized. My little check might have been like $280 like on that. This nigga pulled out banknotes off the YouTube. He inspired a whole sector of niggas. He inspired a whole region of black men to be like, oh, I need to do this shit a little bit better. I need to do this the right way. Look at this nigga, man. He's monetized. How the fuck you get monetized? Hassan Campbell was responsible for a whole bunch. I ain't gonna say he's responsible for me getting on YouTube, because I got on YouTube for a whole nother reason. But he is the first person that I saw capitalize on a certain level, bro, that made me think like, damn. Like it made me stop and look and made me start taking notes. Like, yo, how this nigga, what is that? Some shit I was like, I ain't gonna do. I don't care how much money it is, nigga. I ain't doing that. But it was some shit I was like, okay, I see that. I see you. So I wanted to make sure that was known as well while I was talking, and I did that. Where, you know, we gonna give flowers. You know what I'm saying? I know as a man that you don't get your flowers while you on earth. So I like to make an effort to kind of do. And Hassan Campbell is not a game on this shit, nigga. I'm talking everybody. Anybody in this sector that you got some type of respect for, you gotta know that Hassan Campbell showed them something with this. So it ain't, I could have easily just came up here and got to talking and running my mouth and definitely became somewhat disrespectful or insensitive to the homie situation. And nah, I ain't want to do that. And I feel good about it, because one thing you will know about this YouTube shit is that you can get up here and get to doing certain things and talking, and when you get off, you will feel that energy. This is energy that we are, if you believe it or not. Me, you, everybody in the chat, whoever, we transferring energy with each other. And you can get off this live and be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Like, maybe I'm gonna delete that. Maybe I should delete that video. Maybe I should delete that live. You have these thoughts because the energy is real. And I don't feel like that with this situation. I feel like I ask valid questions, homie, like, and I feel like, and I know that I kind of saved some face for Sirius Jones that was receiving a lot of backlash for what he said, and saved him some face. Like, yo, hold on, let's give him some grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give Sirius Jones some grace on that. You know what I mean? So yeah, big salute to the chat. All in Alkaline Lifestyle. I rocks with you 100%. And I know that you rock with Haas. I always respected the fact that, you mod in my joint, in my chat as a female, as a woman, a grown woman, amongst grown men. And then I could go out into the YouTube. I see you in Haas chat, mod and doing your thing. I always respected the fact that, him on his level, you seen something in my channel, in my content, in my platform to do that same thing on my level. So I appreciate, you already know, always. Hassan Campbell. Nigga, I could take it to Hulu for you, homie. We could get rich, nigga. You want to get wealthy, nigga. I ain't none of these other YouTube. My business mind, homie. Nigga, shit. I'll make them respect you, homie. I'll make them niggas respect you. They won't even think about. They wouldn't dare say nothing about being thawed. They wouldn't dare say nothing about what you did, what you didn't do. Nigga, you fuck with me? I'm like Rich Paul. I'll be like the Rich Paul of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, word, nigga, we could take this shit. Nigga, yo, we could be the first two where they say, yo, these niggas went from YouTube to Hulu, nigga. These niggas made millions. Both of these, yo, we could do this shit, Haas. Listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.